So I've been playing a ton of Palworld on and off Steam Deck, but I wanted to give you my thoughts on Palworld running on the Steam Deck. I think this game just is stunning in terms of its performance on this thing. So yeah, I'm going to check it out and we're going to go through it and I'll show you my thoughts. If you're new here, consider hitting subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Are you playing it on Steam Deck? Are you thinking about getting a Steam Deck? Perhaps you might even be thinking about getting a Steam Deck just for this game, I don't know. Interesting, it's not verified by Steam. I think that will change in the coming days because it's playable straight from the get-go. You don't have to adjust controls or graphical options. You can just straight up play it. So right out the bat, I can say that Palworld is so fun. It's basically take Pokemon, Zelda Breath of the Wild and Rust or something with those survival mechanics and building mechanics, and that is essentially what Palworld is. It's a small indie game that's blown up on Steam. As we speak, there is just literally millions of people playing this game on Steam, which is absolutely crazy, not including Xbox players as well. It came out on Game Pass day one. So another option you do have is to play it via the cloud if you don't want to buy it on Steam. If you have Game Pass, you can play it on Xbox Cloud Gaming. If you don't know how to set that up on your Steam Deck, let me know down in the comments or check out the video that I've linked in the description. I've done a little bit of a tutorial on how to set that up. But right out the bat, it works on the Steam Deck natively through Steam and it works so damn well. The colours really pop as well on this screen, which is great. And I don't even have the OLED version, so I can only imagine how that looks on the OLED version, which I will be getting at some stage, by the way, guys. So hopefully I can get that at some point and I can do like a comparison video between the two systems. Anyway, the only downside to playing this on the Steam Deck is the small text. It's okay if you can actually, you've got good eyesight, unlike me. Where I should wear glasses, but I don't. But hey, the text is very, very small on the screen, but it's not actually like vital text. Once you know how to play the game, I'd suggest like playing it on a big screen at first, so you can get used to the systems. And then once you know what you're doing and you're just doing specific tasks, you can then load it up on the Steam Deck and be able to play it. Now you can just play it right at the bat if you prefer, but I wanted to learn the game properly on a normal monitor, and then I can go about and do some small tasks here and there on the Steam Deck. I haven't really played a long session of Palworld on the deck, but I've done things like I'm going to put my eggs on incubate, or I'm going to go and catch X amount of these, or whatever it may be. But I can do some small tasks on the Steam Deck, and I hope they introduce dailies on this game. It's one thing that they don't have. Once you get past the tutorials, there is some things to do to level up your base, but there's no dailies as such. I'm hoping that changes, because that could be fun to have some sort of daily quests to earn XP or items. There's a lot of potential in this game moving forward. It's still in early access, so that's just another thing to note. It is in beta/early access. Now we do get about 32 frames per second when playing on the Steam Deck. It doesn't seem to go any higher than that. I have it capped at 60 on the Steam Deck. I don't have a limited frame rate because I just feel like it's better for my battery life, or my general being able to play for a longer time. And it seems to be more stable when you have it capped at 60. But this is playing at 30 frames. And actually, the Steam Deck got considerably noisy with the fans. As you know, if you've had the Steam Deck for a while, the fans can be quite loud on this thing. And it definitely was on the high end for this one, even just a few minutes in. Now, so you might want to change the graphical settings. I didn't mess around with that because it does cope well. There's no lag, there's no input delay, there's nothing that would seem like it's struggling other than the heat coming out of the fans itself. It does get noisy. It kind of reminds me of the PlayStation 4 at its noisiest. That's how loud it can get. And it does get considerably warmer in your hands with a longer play session, but overall it's not terrible. It's totally playable. It might not be playable for you at 30 frames per second. That might be a big no-no for you. I know a lot of people like seeing you know, these games run at high frame rates. But yeah, this isn't one of them. And to be honest, it doesn't really affect the game all that much. There are a couple of drops here and there, especially when you're rolling, as you can see there. When you're rolling, sometimes if you're loading into a new area or moving into a new sort of like biome, it can cause a little bit of stutter, but nothing game breaking. I'm quite far into the game now. I've played well over sort of 20 hours now. Got the grappling hook, which is a little bit buggy. One thing I'll say about this game is that there's no music really, other than when you get into combat you sometimes get a bit of music, but this game definitely has some more things to be added to it. It definitely needs work. It definitely needs fine-tuning. Like the grappling hook has no sound effects whatsoever and it's very buggy. The climbing and the sort of traversal of the world can look a bit buggy and weird and strange at times. And sometimes you'll find the pals kind of getting glitched into rocks and stuff. That happens quite a lot in my playthrough. So yeah, a lot of things to iron out, which I think will become more stable over time. I think as of recording this, they've just dropped a patch. So that's really cool as well. Happy about that. I just hope they continue to support the game because it has so much potential to be really, really good. And I'm actually enjoying this a lot more than most Pokemon games, especially the last one, Scarlet and Violet. With all of its issues, this is much more polished than that and more to do. This game kind of gives me Pokemon Arceus vibes, actually, in the way that you can catch the pals and things like that. I have to call them Pokemon though, right? I have to call these things Pokemon. I'm always saying Pokemon. There's shinies in the game as well. They are really fun to find. I found 4. I found 3 of the same one and another one. Learning the names is kind of difficult because obviously it's not Pokemon, it's not things you're used to. So I'm just trying to start to like remember the names of ones that I'm finding and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. It's a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Really, really enjoying it. I'm going to be giving a more in-depth review over on my other channel. Again, I'll link that in the description below. But for now, I'll leave you with the gameplay for Palworld. I hope you guys enjoy it. And let me know down in the comments if you are playing this at the moment or plan to play it after this video.